UN Copter Coverups for November 5th at 12:54 p.m. The UN cover-up copter that was similar to the flimsy model, except seemed slightly larger. It had a slightly larger body, maybe by like 10 or 15%, and it had the conical part on the top that connects to the rotor blades was slightly wider. It wasn't the skinny one that's on the flimsy helicopter. It was slightly wider, and so it was on a slightly larger body of a helicopter, and it flew in the copter pocket across the street left to right, and it was tuned to sound military-like, and that was to solidify the fact that supposedly in their story that the day before, on November 4th, that it was just a UN cover-up copter civilian that flew by so that they could take the video of the helicopter with the wheels and fabricate it and say that it had no wheels and that it happened in the past. And so this was to solidify it because, oh look, he flew by again the next day. And so that's why they use slightly larger, slightly military tunes so that they can use my videos with my broken phone against me. And so they also flew the police helicopter by in the pocket again this day twice to make it so that, oh, the UN copter flew by and then the police copter flew by, and that's the same as yesterday. And then so at 2:15, a UN copter cover-up flew down the park and slightly down basically the curvature of Olivera Street towards Geronimo Montilla intersection, and it seemed to have a two-tone, a red top and a black bottom, and I've seen one of those before, and there are many variations of it. Some have the red, gray, white, some have the black with the red, yellow, gray stripes. And so that was a cover-up for the June 1st event because he mobbed similar altitude and down the park. So they're going to say sometimes he just happens to cross over my backyard, and it has nothing to do with me saying that the guy is conducting himself like a jackass, and then they sent the helicopter out to threaten me. And that June 1st event was not the only time that happened. It's happened a lot of times, not just once. At 2:54, one of the small flimsy models flew down the copter pocket left to right, and I think that was the one with the blue fade. But they've been mixing parts line. One of the ones on November 6th it seemed to be all black with just the blue conical top. So those are the events for November 5th.